I remember when I passed away. When I passed away, that was a beautiful day. I remember when I passed away. When I passed away, that was a beautiful day. Because I no longer had to seek validation from worldly things. I decreased in myself and increased in God above all things. I remember when I passed away because forgiveness was easier. Forgiveness was easier because I didn't have to pretending like everything was alright when I knew that it was wrong, and everything that had hurt me had made me actually strong, and I just had to let it go because I had to grow, and I was no longer going to inject all of that anger inside of me anymore. I just threw away the needle, and I ain't want to look back. I was done with that path when I died that day. I let it go. I let it go. I wasn't going to let it control me because I wanted my destiny to control me. I didn't want to be controlled by the things that would break me and make me into the weaker vessel. I wanted the stronger vessel to come and make this vessel a part of his body. I wanted it to flow through me like the blood when they bled on the cross that day. And I didn't want to look back because I knew that when I died that day, I was saved. I was saved. I was saved. When I died that day, it was a beautiful day. When I died that day, and when I died that day, I saw you on your knees on the floor. You were crying. You were in grief. And I just had the strength enough in me to reach down, even though I wasn't even quite standing on the ground. I was kneeling too, but just on one knee, but you were on two. And I still reached down to you, and I gave you a lending hand because that's what he did for me. So when I was blind at this point in time, I could see us clearly being in the same situation, predicament, me being no different, but the situation that we living in. I knew that since even though we came from different paths, at this moment we were one in unison. So while for me to run, it wouldn't make sense. So I knelt down to lend a hand. And I died that day. Oh, it was beautiful when I died that day. I think I actually may have cried that day because there was a moment in time when I shed a tear from inside for you, because you were once me and I was you. And we understood as one. We weren't quick to go bust a gun or pull out a knife or get mad at each other. Instead, all we did was love one another. When I died that day, it was a beautiful day. And I died that day. I put my pride away, put it in my pocket and watched it until it shrunk that day. When I died that day, I put my pride away, put it in my pocket till it shrunk. When I died that day, ooh, how beautiful it was when I died that day. If I had to go back, I'd turn away because I don't want to go back to the me I was before. Ruined enough, just saved by the Lord. Because I died that day. And it was the greatest grace I could ever receive. When I died that day, God created a new me. And I just want to share with you so we can all really breathe. So let's die today. Let's die today.